Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. Welcome to this edition of Lunch with Leslie here on Periscope. How's everybody doing today? Let's flip this camera around. Hi. Hello, it's good to see you guys. It's noon, it's time for Lunch with Leslie. No singing, Leslie. How are you guys doing this afternoon? I am so happy to be here today. This is one of my favorite subjects. Today we are talking about one of my favorite subjects. And so I've been patiently waiting all week to talk to you about what we're going to talk about today, which is naturally whitening your teeth. I know, yay, white teeth! Bunny Kate, is your name Kate? That's so cute. Bunny. Or do people call you Bunny? There's some movie where they call somebody Bunny, and I love it. Kate, okay. What movie is that? Oh, it's Philadelphia Story. Yep, I love that movie. Okay, you guys, so let me get started here today. We're going to talk about some natural ways. I'm going to tell you the top 3 things that you can do to naturally whiten. It always makes me laugh. Hello. To naturally whiten your teeth. So, and then I'm going to talk to you about a principle or what I do to actually whiten my teeth naturally. So if you look at my teeth and you think, oh, her teeth are pretty white. I know they're not stark white, and I actually don't want them to be stark white, but they're pretty white, especially for my age and for my dental troubles that I've had over the years. So I'm doing pretty well with that, and I do all that naturally. So hi, it's good to see you here. Thanks for being here. So let me real quick introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I have a website, gotokitchens.com. Over at gotokitchens.com, you're going to find a whole lot of recipes with real food in there. You're going to find all kinds of stuff about health and wellness. There's going to be all types of tips. All of my recipes actually have like a blog post attached to them. So I talk about some of the ingredients in the recipes and why you should be eating them. Everything is done with intentions over there. So all of my blog posts, all of my recipe posts, they all have intentions attached to them. So they're not just recipes, they're actually how-tos, and this is why you should be doing this, and this is why you should not be doing that, and those sorts of things. So please go check it out, gotokitchens.com. Hey Laura, it's good to see you. Gotokitchens.com is the website. Please consider becoming a VIP. Our membership is growing really fast right now. It's kind of hard to keep up with. VIP access is absolutely free. All you need is an email address. I don't even need your name. I don't even ask for your name. You just need an email address. Sign up over there. Thank you so much, Laura, for putting that in there. So Laura is one of my I don't know what to call you, Laura. Laura and I are on a network together, Parachute TV. She has a show there on Mondays, and so do I. Mine's at 1. I think, Laura, yours is at 6, right? 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Pacific. Mine's at noon Pacific time over on Parachute 1 TV. Mine's called Flip the Switch, and hers is, yeah, awesome. So we are kind of partners in crime over there at Parachute TV 1. So if you're not following us there, please follow us there as well. Whew, it's a lot. So just a word of thanks. Hey, Adela, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Sherry. Hi, honey. So just a word of Laura is here. Yeah, Laura. Whole Food Nanny's here. So just, I almost said it again. So just a word of thanks. I just want to just express my gratitude today, and that is to all of you that have gone over. I know, it's awesome. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, at Parachute. I just want to express my gratitude. We are starting a launch of a new class called Kitchenatomy, and the only way that you can find it is to go to a website, gotokitchens.com/webinar. That's the only way you can find the link to it right now. We're working on getting that page up full time, but gotokitchens.com/webinar, and you can register. But to all of you that have been there already and signed up for the free webinar tomorrow at 3, thank you so much. It has I am so touched by the tremendous response that I have there. I'm so excited about it. Thank you, Laura, again. I'm so excited about the response. I'm just overwhelmed. This morning, I almost started crying as I was looking at my mailing list for it because so many people have gone over and signed up, and I'm just really, even if you can't make it to the webinar and you just signed up to get the information, it just really, really touches me. So thank you guys so much from the very bottom of my heart for doing that, because as a blogger who doesn't make any money, going into a transition of being a food blogger that might potentially make some money, it's a hard transition. It was a hard pill for me to swallow personally. I was like, man, I really just want to keep everything free and blah, blah, blah. But then I talked to some people who said, but you need to condense your content into one nice little neat package so you can get your message out in a more effective way. And so I did that. Yeah. And it's been an amazing experience. So yep, it's just total content package. The class is called Kitchenatomy. It is a 10-step kitchen detox. So it's been quite a leap for me to take that leap, and I have, and I'm excited about it. So all right, let's talk about tea. Louisa, no, yes, it's good to see you. I get you and Lou Jane mixed up all the time, so your member names are kind of close. So who advised you? I have lots of people that I work with. I'm in a mastermind, all kinds of things. So I know I did it. Awesome. Yes. So 10-step kitchen detox. I know. I'm super excited about it. Super, super excited about it. So thank you, Laura. Okay. So let's talk about whitening those teeth. All right. So all week we've been talking about food equals beauty. That has been our primary focus this week. We've talked about cellulite on Monday, gray hair on Tuesday. Yesterday we talked about getting rid of those wrinkles, and today we're talking about whitening those teeth. So, gosh, no, we don't want you here today. Yeah. And so we are drilling down, getting down to the nitty gritty of this week. And today, that's awesome. Good for you. I love that. And we are talking about getting those teeth white. So here's my confession. I have been a tea drinker most of my life. I am from the South, so I drink a lot of sweet tea, right? I know. Can you come redo mine? Because mine sucks. But I drink sweet tea. I drank sweet tea most of my life. One of the most dangerous combinations that you can do to your teeth is to do something that has a color like tea or soda or coffee and combine that with sugar. Because the sugar actually breaks down the teeth a little bit, makes them weaker. Actually, it makes your body weaker, so the teeth don't get as strong. And yeah, smoking is really bad for your teeth as well. But and then all of those stains from that get in your teeth. And so yeah, that's a bummer. Sorry about that. So it stains your teeth. And so that's one of the primary reasons. It's the food that we intake, and then it's part of your structural integrity. Your teeth are part of your structural integrity. They're very important to you, especially as you age. You want to keep as many teeth in your head as you can, your own natural teeth as you can, because you have to have your teeth to chew your food so that you start the digestion process. So it's super, super important. Your tooth health is really, really important. And whitening is really kind of cosmetic, but at the same time, it is actually helping the teeth as well. So, okay, I won't. Yeah, I do too. I have them. I don't care. Actually, we toyed with the idea when I was younger, getting braces and doing all these things to close that. And I was like, you know what? I really I kind of like it. So, yeah. All right. I don't know what that means. So, all right, let's do this. So I have 3 natural solutions for you. One of them is super simple. Remember yesterday we were talking about, you're so funny. It does stink as an adult, having braces as an adult. Yeah, I know. I have several friends that have braces right now and they're not enjoying the experience, so I understand. So here's some natural solutions right now that you can do super, super easy. This one is super, super easy, and that is to brush your teeth after you've eaten. I know, right? I know, don't. I'm not giving you my address. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't need the candy. But that is just to brush your teeth right after you eat. So that is, yeah, that is super, super important. This will actually help eliminate stains immediately. Okay. Not even going to give them a warning there. This will help eliminate stains immediately. So this will actually help as soon as you eat something, especially if it has, you know, like any type, if it's like a dark staining food, like blueberries or something like that. If you brush your teeth immediately, this will help. That is not always so practical, right? I actually know people that run to the, I think that that's absolutely fine, actually. It's a little harsh on your teeth, so make sure you're rinsing well, but yes, we'll talk about those things as well. So, but, you know, running to the bathroom as soon as they eat and brushing their teeth. Now, most of the time they're doing that because they've had their teeth artificially whitened, and as you have your teeth artificially whitened, it actually causes pitting in your teeth, and your teeth will stain easier. So you need artificial whitening more. Crazy, right? And it's very harsh on your gums, so... Yes, that's the primary thing we're going to talk about. Yeah, is that. So absolutely. So brushing right after you eat is a really supernatural way that you can keep your teeth whiter for longer, right? So here's something really interesting. This is like an insider Hollywood secret. Not so much because I found it on Google, but so not quite the secret maybe, but this is something that I found that I thought was really interesting, and I'm actually going to give it a try. I've never tried it, but I'm going to give it a try, and that is to take strawberries and crush them. So crush them up. You know, strawberries have their seeds on the outside, so taking the whole strawberry, take the green off it probably, and crush it actually, and and then take it and either put it on your toothbrush, the strawberries that you've crushed up, or just take your fingers and rub it on your teeth and kind of scrub it into your teeth and let it set for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then take it out. I mean, you know, just rinse it out or whatever you want to do. I mean, it's strawberries, for heaven's sakes. You could probably just eat it. So I have read this in several places. In fact, the well-known actress Catherine Zeta-Jones, that's actually how she keeps her teeth white. I think that that's very interesting. Yeah, it's probably the acid. I agree, but the acid in the strawberries is actually going to be a lot less intrusive on the gums and the teeth than like lemon. A lot of people use lemon or orange peel and try to whiten their teeth naturally by, you know, by rubbing that on their teeth. But that is really, really acidic for your teeth. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I could not find out. I know it's crazy, right? I could not find out what actually was causing the teeth to be whiter, you know, like what the process was, but apparently it works quite well. In fact, I think I read somewhere, no, I know I did. Tyra Banks did it on her, you know, her little TV show that she has. She actually did it on her TV show, but you couldn't tell any difference, but apparently it makes a big difference like straight away. Like you can see it, like if you're going to an event, it's like one of the best things you can do to whiten your teeth like within a day or two. So yeah, I just thought it was really, really interesting. So my favorite way is oil pulling, and I use just regular coconut oil. I've actually, one of the first scopes I ever did, I was a newbie, and I didn't even have topics. I would just come on here and start like running my mouth on Periscope. And, yeah, so I think coconut oil is superior oil to do this with. So, but I would just get on here and start doing things, and I actually literally oil pulled live on Periscope. It was crazy. I can't believe I did it. I know. So I was like, hey, let's just do this. And what was so funny is when I start to spit it out, it like actually, because I spit mine out in a paper towel, and it actually just like went all down my chin. It was disgusting. I was like, please tell me that nobody saw that. Like 3 people were watching, thank God. So, hey, Rosemary, it's good to see you. So it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So this is cold pressed unrefined coconut oil. That's all I would ever recommend. My favorite brand is now Real Foods. I actually love this brand. But this is you know, just regular old virgin coconut cold press. So that's awesome. I love it. I love it when goofy stuff like that happens, but that was a little embarrassing. I was like, oh my gosh. did I really just do that? So, but I wanted to demonstrate oil pulling. I wanted people to see that it's not like, you know, this horrible thing. So, so cold press coconut oil actually is going to taste a little bit like coconut. So it's not like this horribly foul taste in your mouth. A lot of people get grossed out by the idea of taking, you know, coconut oil, like a big tablespoon of coconut oil, and putting it in their mouth. And, you know, it's like, ew, it's like it's going to taste like Crisco or something. But I mean, this is, you know, this is coconut oil when it's out. Yeah, it's really not that bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I actually, now that I do it a lot, I like it. So this is a solid coconut oil. So a lot of things that you read are going to say, do it every day for 20 minutes a day, and that's going to help you have whiter teeth. I call a little bit of BS on that. And that is because I only do it like 3 times a week for about 5 or 10 minutes each time that I do it, because I'm really busy and I don't always have 20 minutes in the morning to do this. So, but I do it 5-10 minutes about 3 to 4 times a week. And that seems to be the perfect amount for me to maintain you know, the whiter color in my teeth. So again, I don't have super stark white teeth, and so, and I never have really wanted them. I'm so dark complected, it would look a little weird actually. It'd be like, you know, teeth, and I don't want it to be teeth. So, because my teeth aren't perfect anyway, so I don't like to draw a lot of attention to them. But now all of you are staring at my teeth, so you might as well just take a good look. See? Yes. So 5-10 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week is really good. Yeah, you can absolutely do it while you're taking a shower. Just don't spit it in your drain. So let's go through the basics of coconut oil pulling. So you see here, this is about a tablespoon that I have here. This is actually my coconut oil pulling spoon. And in my bathroom, I have a little container so that I don't have a big giant jar of coconut oil. We use coconut oil in the bathroom a lot for different beauty routines. And so I have this little container that we just refill. In fact, I'm going to refill it before I take it back to the bathroom. And we just leave this on our countertop, and that just sits there, and I refill it about once a week, and it looks pretty, and it just sits there. It's actually a salt cellar, but it works great for our coconut oil. So, but we use it to apply essential oils. We use it for all kinds of things in the bathroom. So yes. Yeah, not gargling, pulling through your teeth. That's right. So that's what we use. So it just sits on there. And then I have my little spoon. Sometimes it's on the counter because it's cute, and sometimes it's in my drawer. It's just, anyway, I bought this at Home Goods, where I buy everything. It's made by Core. Yeah. So yeah, it was like, you know, $4. It was super cheap. It has a little magnetic lid. Yeah. So it is like my salt container. Absolutely. So yep, it's made by Core. Yep. So I just leave this sitting on my counter. It looks pretty. It's, you know, and I don't have to, I'm all about the convenience. You will do things in your routine that are convenient. And so if things are inconvenient, if I have to constantly go to the kitchen and get the coconut oil and get a spoon and do all that, I'm not going to do it. So I try to make things in our life as convenient as possible. In fact, that's a lot about what Kitchenatomy, my new class that's coming out, is all about, is making things convenient and making it where you want to use it because it's functional. So this just sits there. I love the way coconut oil smells. So this is about a teaspoon. When I first started oil pulling, I used about a flat, see that? I would use about that much oil. So I did not use a whole lot of oil. I will tell you, the more oil you use in your mouth, the easier it is. When you don't have a lot of oil in your mouth, it can fatigue your jaws really fast. You'll be like, oh, you know, it's like, I got to get through this, but it can fatigue your jaws very quickly. And so, so I just started with a little bit, but quickly realized if I would up the amount, that was actually a little bit easier. So you gagged at first. Yeah, it never made me gag, but so now I use, let me see, I'll show you how much I use now, just so you get a good idea. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, and I use about this much now. So a tablespoon of the coconut oil. I don't keep it in the container. No, I just leave it in my drawer laying on top of the container. Nope, I rinse it off every time. So yes, it's true. So here's the thing about this. One of my biggest tips I have for oil pulling is this: blow your nose before you oil pull. So a lot of us are going to pull in the morning, right? That's the most convenient time to pull. So blow your nose. A lot of times we are congested and things. If you are congested, don't try to oil pull because you can't breathe and it's uncomfortable. So I always blow my nose really, really well before and get a good passageway of air through my nose, right? And so I can actually breathe while I'm doing it, right? So I know it's crazy. It's such a simple tip, but it's so helpful to just blow your nose. Yes. And so then you're just going to take this and I would do it, but then I can't talk and that totally defeats the purpose of this. And you're just going to take it right in, right? And so you're going to don't think about what it is. Don't psych yourself out. It's like, just put it in your mouth and let it melt. Think about it as something just creamy that you want to melt in your mouth, right? So think about it as a chocolate bar or something like that. Put an essential oil in it. If you want to put like a drop of peppermint or orange or something like that, just one little tiny drop in there. Frankincense is really great. That will help. Clove, cinnamon, that will help a lot with you getting over the fear of the flavor. So, and the feel. Yeah. A little bit of peppermint oil, something like that. Wild orange, those are all perfect. I have a friend that loves lavender. Her breath always smells like lavender. And I'm like, how do you do that? So it's because she puts lavender underneath her tongue to keep her breath fresh. It works quite well, actually. So, and her breath always smells like lavender. So I just love it. So I told her that I was going to call her Lavender because her breath always smelled like lavender. So yes, so you just take this in. You're going to let it melt. The best way to get it to melt quickly, if it's really just freaking you out, and not just let it melt naturally, is to just chew it. So just give it a little bit of chew, but the warmth of your mouth will start to melt the coconut oil, and then it's going to become completely liquid. At that point, don't try to swish it around while it's solid. Get it melted first. At that point, you can start swishing it and pulling it through your teeth. So think about if you put just, practice with some water in your mouth or something and pulling it. That was lovely, right? And pulling it, try to pull it through your teeth. I call it a liquid flosser. I have stopped flossing altogether, and I just had a dental checkup and they were like, oh my gosh, your flossing routine just must be great. I'm like, no, I'm oil pulling. And because I go to a natural dentist, she's like, yes, that's awesome. Your teeth look great. And yeah, so yes, it is amazing for gum health because it's an antimicrobial. So it's going to help fight bad breath. It's going to help fight all kinds of things. If you have dry mouth, it's actually amazing for dry mouth. It really helps keep the mouth lubricated for hours upon hours. So yes, so this in the mouth, let it melt, and then start to swish. Give it 5, the first time you do it, if you can only do it for a minute or two, bingo, you're on your path. Just don't judge yourself and just spit it out if you need to spit it out. It's just not a big deal, right? So always after you've after you've swished, and sometimes I just let it lay underneath my tongue, near my gum lines in the bottom underneath my tongue. I just let it lay there. And catch my breath through my nose and then go at it again. Sometimes I just let it sit there. So like 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It's like a workout or something. So yeah. So I know you could absolutely get rid of your bad breath that way. It's so great for so many things. So I take a paper towel. I don't take 3. I take a paper towel. Hold on. And spit it in there. You can do it in toilet paper too, but we just keep a roll of paper towels in the bathroom for many reasons, to clean with primarily. And I make a little nest. So this is my favorite thing to do is while I'm oil pulling, I make a little nest just like this and make a little paper towel cup. And then I can just spit right in there, close it up, and stick it in the trash can. The reason you do not want to put it in your sink or your drain or your toilet, do not spit in your sink, your drain, or your toilet, or you will have a husband that's like, what is wrong with our drain, our sink, or our toilet? I know this firsthand. It will clog up. Eventually, it will clog up your drains. So the reason being is because it's going to solidify. Once it cools off again, it's going to solidify. And as you can imagine, this in a drain is not very helpful. So it will solidify again. Yes. So make sure that you're spitting into some sort of paper. If you have liners in your trash can in your bathroom, then you could spit right in your trash can and not waste a paper towel. I totally get that. So, I actually just don't like to do that, so I spit in here. I just make a little nest, a little spitting nest, and just spit right into there, close it up, and stick it in the trash. Super, 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 super important that you do that, right? So never in the drain, don't get lazy, never in the sink, and never in the toilet. None of your plumbing should have coconut oil in it. Clear? All right. So after I've done that, don't swallow it either. Let me be crystal clear there. Do not swallow this. You are pulling toxins out of your teeth. And if you're swishing for 20 minutes, the recommended time is every day for 20 minutes. That's the recommended amount of time. I think that's a little harsh personally on my gums and on my teeth. So I don't do it every day, but every day for 20 minutes is what is recommended for the best results. So maybe if I have a special event or something and I want my teeth to be super white, or I want my breath to be super clean or something like that, like not have to worry about, you know, what I'm eating or anything, then maybe I would do that, but I don't do it on a regular basis. I think it's a little harsh personally. So don't swallow it. Those toxins that you're pulling out of your mouth can redeposit back into your body if you swallow it. So this tub of coconut oil, I think, is about $19. Yeah, is here in Colorado anyway. Yeah. You know, I think it's important that you buy cold press. I don't know if it's so important if you buy organic for this purpose. But yeah, I think you could probably get away with a little bit lesser because you're not actually swallowing it. And any coconut oil is going to be antimicrobial in the mouth. So yeah, I mean, yeah. That's up to you. If you need to save some money, I think you'll be fine. But if you can afford it, I would just go with the full-on, you know, organic virgin coconut oil. So yeah. So yes. All right. So we've done that. We've spit into the paper towel. We have not swallowed it. If you do swallow a little, don't freak out. One day I was in the shower, coconut oil pulling, and I had to sneeze. I couldn't help it. And my mouth is full of coconut oil. And I'm holding, I'm trying not to sneeze, and I'm gonna sneeze, right? I'm gonna sneeze. It's gonna happen. And so I sneeze, and first of all, it like spurts out, the coconut oil like spurts out on the side of my face, lovely. And I ended up swallowing just a little bit of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I swallowed, not a lot of it, just like a little. So yeah, don't freak out if you swallow a little. It takes some practice. It's not a big deal. Just don't swallow the whole big glop of it, right? So make sure you get the rest of it out. It was actually pretty funny. It's like, these are the things that you need on camera. That was hilarious. So yes. All right. So after I get through oil pulling, I actually rinse really, really well with warm salt water. So again, I have some sea salt in my bathroom. It's in my bathroom because sometimes I brush my teeth with salt, not always, but sometimes. But I actually use a little bit of sea salt in some warm water, not a lot, just a little, to actually help break the oil down that is in my mouth, because I don't want those toxins in there. Yeah, well, you get all that, don't you? So I don't want all those toxins in my mouth. So, and it actually helps, the salt will actually help eliminate even more bad breath and help with your gums. So help heal the gums a little bit from the antimicrobial properties in the coconut oil. So help heal that up a little bit faster, and it gets that oily, greasy feeling out of my teeth. So even sometimes, if it just doesn't feel like I'm getting tons of that oil out by doing that, then I'll actually just brush my teeth. So I will just take just a wet to warm toothbrush and just brush my teeth. But you should always, always, always rinse your mouth with warm water at least after you've pulled. Now you can use that warm water and just spit that back out on your sink. That'll be fine because it's very little oil still left in there, but you should always, always rinse. Yes. So just, swish it around for 30 seconds or whatever, just until you feel like you've gotten that, that feeling off of your teeth and out of your mouth. So that will make a huge difference in the oil pulling. It's a step that a lot of people don't talk about, but I really do think it's important to continue further rinsing those toxins out of the mouth, and we'll just take it one step further in that. So yes, very cool. What about if you just can't oil pull? How much oil do you use doing this? I use, personally, I use a heaping tablespoon, but if you're just starting out, I would recommend using like a teaspoon to start with, and then go from there and work your way up to a tablespoon. On the days that I don't oil pull, I do brush with, I brush actually mostly with baking soda, a little bit of coconut oil, and a little bit of salt, and sometimes essential oil. So, yeah, you can absolutely brush normally. Yeah, just brush normally after if you want to do that. That's absolutely fine. Yep, absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kate. Oh, how often? Oh, I'm sorry. How often? You know, I think we probably buy coconut oil. I probably buy that about every 6 weeks, this big tub, because I cook with it, and, you know, so probably every 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, Robin doesn't oil pull, so so he doesn't use it for that. He uses it to apply essential oils, but doesn't oil pull. So yeah, but I'd use it a lot to cook with. So probably every 6 to 8 weeks. I've never really totally I should keep a log of that so I can have you better information. But if I had to guess, I would say every 6 to 8 weeks I have to buy this big container of it. Yeah, and this is a big container. This is, how big is this? This is 54 ounces. So yeah. Okay, so what if you can't oil pull? What if it just makes you freak out, right? Like you're like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. So to get your mouth used to having coconut oil in it, I recommend doing this, and that is to get a separate toothbrush, right? Yeah, you're welcome. Is to get a separate toothbrush and make a paste. So I want you to take about a tablespoon of coconut oil. This is going to last you for a couple of days, actually. A tablespoon of coconut oil, a tablespoon of baking soda, and a dash of salt. And then you can add essential oils in there if you want. So peppermint, clove, orange, lemon, whatever flavors, lavender, whatever flavors you like, you can add a little bit, like 1 drop to that paste. Mix it up really, really good and keep it in a little glass container. In that toothbrush, that new toothbrush, so not the one you use with your toothpaste, because this is going to gunk it up a little bit. A nice, soft, very soft toothbrushes. That's what you should all be using, is soft toothbrushes. That's the only thing you should be using. But a nice, soft toothbrush, about, you know, just like you would normally apply toothpaste. Put that mixture on there and brush your teeth with that. This will do a couple of things. This will help whiten your teeth. It will help scrub your teeth. It will actually help with the salt is anti-inflammatory, so that helps with the gums. It actually sanitizes as well, so that helps with breath. And the coconut oil is antimicrobial, so it helps with the microbes that are causing bad breath and stains and all those kinds of things. So using that and brushing your teeth with it, you could do this every day actually. Brushing your teeth with it will make a huge difference and get you, yes, that's awesome. I love that. That's a great tip. Thank you, Kate, for saying that. So that will actually get you used to having coconut oil in your mouth. And then maybe you can move forward into the full coconut oil pull. You can also just take it with your finger. Now I can do this. Take it and just rub it on your teeth like that. That's lovely, isn't it? Just rub it on your teeth. That gets you used to doing that as well. I have to tell you, when I do that, I can actually feel and almost smell the toxins coming off of the teeth. So you could do that. You could do it with the paper towel if you don't want to do it with your finger, and just rub your teeth with it. That will help whiten them. Okay. You can absolutely do that. That is going to give you a lot of things as well. That is not out of the realm of possibility to get you used to having coconut oil in your mouth. It's all about building a routine. It takes about 22 days to get used to something or to build a routine. And so getting used to that, now my lips are like all oily. Here, look, you can use it. Coconut oil for your lips. It's perfect. I love, look. Makes them all shiny. It's like natural lip gloss. And you smell like coconut. So just getting used to, see how shiny it gets? Just getting used to having it near your face or in your mouth even will help move those steps forward to getting closer and closer to a full coconut pull. And you know what? Again, don't judge yourself. If you can't do it 3 times a week, especially if you can't do it every day, do it once a week. You know, make it a weekend habit. Make it your Sunday morning ritual. So before breakfast, I'm going to oil pull, or, you know, whatever. I'm going to take a long leisurely bath on Friday night, and I'm going to oil pull while I do it, right? Ah, awesome. Love it. Love it, Sherry. Good. Yeah, you can add a small amount of coconut oil in your purse when traveling. I do not recommend that. And the reason is because it melts. So unless you have a really tightly sealed container, coconut oil does not travel well. We actually have a container that we travel. It's with our coconut oil, and it's super sealing. Like we melted the coconut oil. We're shaking it around, you know, we're making sure that it's not going to leak out. So yeah, just be super careful with that because it could leak on your in your purse and cause a major problem, and certainly can leak in your luggage and cause a major problem. And nobody wants to show up at their destination with coconut oil clothes because it will stain your clothes. It's very hard to get out of clothes, so you want to be careful with that. So, but it is great for just around the house, just to, you know, give your lips a little bit of lubrication and shine. Absolutely. It's really pretty over lipstick, actually. So just so you know. Yeah, if you use like a tinted color on your lipstick, I really don't, but if you use a tinted color on your lipstick and just putting the coconut oil over it, it gives it a really nice shine. But your lipstick will like wear away really fast. Okay, so here's the benefits of coconut oil. It's going to clean your mouth really, really well. Number 2, it's actually going to increase... You eat it in the peppermint patties. I know, it's so good, right? It's so good for you to have coconut oil in your body, but not the kind you've swished around in your mouth. So number 2, I know they're so good. I hope you figured out your chocolate dilemma. I forgot to message you back about that. I'm sorry that I totally spaced that till you just said that. Number 2, it's actually going to clean your taste buds and make food taste better. It's crazy town. Oh, dang. Okay. It's crazy town, but it absolutely does scrub your tongue and makes your taste buds more, I mean, it's great. So, it's on catch.me. So catch.me/go-to-kitchens. It's right there. You can see it. Yes. And so the other thing that it does is that this actually happened to me, when I started coconut oil pulling. I had a tooth problem. Like within a couple of days, I had a problem. Actually, it's over here. I had a problem in one of my teeth, and I was like, man, what? It was under a crown that had a root canal. I know, don't even go there, but I do. I have like 3 root canals in my face, so that's a whole nother scope. Anyway, so, but it started hurting. With a K, catch.me/go-to-kitchens. And so I started having this immense pain, and I was like, what in the world? What in the world? It's crazy. It hurts so bad. And so I went to the dentist. They did an x-ray, which I hate. They did an x-ray and they could see that I had a complete, thank you so much. Yep, that's it. I had a complete chronic infection underneath a root canal that had probably been there for a long, long time. The coconut oil somehow, and my dentist actually confirmed this for me, the coconut oil pulling somehow actually alerted us to this problem. So it alerted me to the sensitivities. And so we were able to fight the infection, and dental infection is the only thing that I would ever take an antibiotic for. And so we fought it a little bit with that, and then we actually redid the root canal, which helped tremendously. So it can actually help uncover problems in your teeth, which you think is like, oh no, that's bad. But actually that's really good. You do not want a chronic infection in your body. That is very, very bad. Your body is sending all of its healing to that one spot constantly, and it can really cause all kinds of fatigue and other healing areas of the body. So you want to make sure that you get those, that you get those taken care of. Very, very important. And then just so you know, it is absolutely okay to oil pull when you have dental work. So it is, if your crowns and everything are on correctly and your fillings are done correctly, it will not hurt them one bit. In fact, it will help strengthen the teeth around it at its root and in the gum system. And so it is absolutely great for all kinds of teeth. I even have, we talked about a friend that that you're an adult and you have braces. I actually have a friend that she keeps her braces clean by oil pulling. She said she can't brush her teeth to save her life, but she can oil pull on a regular basis. So just so you know, that's a great tip there. And so and her orthodontist is like, absolutely, yeah, because brushing can be uncomfortable. And so, but the oil pulling helps keep her mouth nice and clean. She actually does it every single day while she's got these braces on. So, so yes, diabetics should be absolutely fine. Yep. Can't imagine that there would be any reason why a diabetic couldn't oil pull. In fact, it'd be really good probably. Yeah. I know Sherry's having chocolate woes. have to get those fixed for her. So yeah. So there you go, guys. 3 natural ways: brush after you eat, strawberries, crushed strawberries, and then of course coconut oil pulling. I hope that you learned something today. I know that it was revolutionary for me. Yeah, no, you should not be swallowing it. Absolutely. Yeah, so yes, absolutely, you should be spitting it out. Just spit it in a paper towel or in your trash can if you have liners, never in your plumbing. Don't ever spit it in your plumbing. So, but yeah, this was revolutionary for me. I used to use those little Crest white strips, and they're so harsh. Awesome. You're welcome. They're so harsh on your teeth. My teeth were white, but they're just so harsh on your gums and your teeth. So I don't recommend that. I do, especially, you can do it in moderation. So if you have a special event or something that you're trying to get ready for, that's one thing. But I will tell you that oil pulling is just as effective, and makes for a nice natural white smile. So it's all the bomb diggity to me, but you guys try it for yourself. If you try it, I want to hear your results. So please, please, please connect with me at gotokitchens.com. Oil pulling is thousands of years old, actually. What did I say about the strawberries? You have to watch replay. Catherine Zeta-Jones uses strawberries to whiten her teeth naturally. A tablespoon, if you're just starting out, I would start with a teaspoon. So yes, so blow your nose. These are the tips right now. So blow your nose, a teaspoon of coconut oil, let it melt in your mouth before you start trying to swish it. Let it melt. Then start swishing 5-10 minutes, as long as you can go. Don't judge yourself. Sometimes it maybe only go 2 minutes because it makes your mouth really tired. Don't judge yourself. Just keep going. 5 to 10 minutes, 3 times a week if you can. Spit it out. Spit it out in a paper towel or in a lined trash can, never in your plumbing. And then you're going to do a rinse with warm water, or warm salt water is even superior to that. And if you feel like you need to brush afterwards, feel free to brush. You're not hurting anything. You've already pulled all the toxins out of your mouth. So yes, yeah. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I love your name. You are victorious. I'm going to take that with me today. Thank you so much. Well, maybe that's the truth, right? Like it'll redden the gums and make the teeth look whiter. That's interesting. How much salt? Just not to where you're like, oh, that's salt water. Just a little bit of salt water, just a little bit of salt. So maybe like even like an 1/8 of a teaspoon just in there. And, I don't even measure. I just pour a little bit in there, stir it up with my finger and just swish with it and spit it back out. So yeah. Yes. All right, you guys, I am out. Tomorrow we are in the kitchen. Yay! We haven't been in the kitchen all week. We've been in my office all week this week. So we're in the kitchen tomorrow, and we are making one of my favorite salads. And this is a berry salad with a champagne vinaigrette. We are making that tomorrow live at noon Mountain Time right here on Lunch with Leslie. Thank you guys so much. If you want to connect with me further, go to kitchens.com, GO2 kitchens. You're welcome, you guys. Go to kitchens, GO2 kitchens.com is the website. There is free VIP access there. Please consider joining us there. You get a newsletter. You get a free every other week. Thanks. Bye. Yeah. Good night. You get a newsletter every other week on Sundays that has all of our catch-up recipes and broadcasts and what's coming up. And then go to kitchens.com/webinar if you'd like to sign up to hear more about our new class, Kitchenatomy, which is a 10-step kitchen detox. So I hope to see you guys all there in all of those places. Yes, you're welcome. Yes, 2 p.m. for you tomorrow, Sherry. Sherry, I know you're just like me. It's like if it's 3 here, then it's 2, and then you go to Eastern, and then I'm like 5 Eastern. I have to count it out in my head. So yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you're back on here. Good to see you, Louisa. So there you guys go. Have a great day. Love you so much. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. It's the highlight of my day when I get to come on here and talk to you guys. Actually, the highlight of the day is waking up and seeing my husband. And then like my 3rd, 4th favorite part of the day. No, I'm kidding. Is being here with you guys. So yeah. So, oh, it's nice and sunny here. Bright, bright. Yep. I know it's getting nighttime where you're at. So, all right, you guys, have a great afternoon. Love you so much. Bye.